So after official letter, next topic that we are going to start today is business letter. When we talk of business, as you are from the commerce field, now you have little bit of information about business. In business studies, you might have read about business, right? Now, when a particular owner of a business, a dealer, deals with his clients, or when he places an order, makes an inquiry, a complaint is to be written, there is a formal procedure to all those things, right? And that is why the business letters are written there. Now, suppose you are a business firm and you deal in sports good. Every year there is a change in the quotation of the stock, sports good, price change hote hain. And when you are dealing in sports goods, how will you come to know that there is a change in the price? Suppose you are dealing with the wholesaler, आपकी अपनी एक retail की shop है, and you want to place order for sports good. You want to cover up the stock that is missing in your shop. So what would be the first step? So you will start a correspondence there, inquiring about the rates of the goods. Now, you will not like to incur losses. So you will inquire the current rates which is in the market now. So the first thing then we start in a business is we inquire about the availability of the goods and the rates. And you also inquire about the discounts offered to you. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आपने 100 रुपए की चीज खरीदी और 100 में ही बेच दी, है ना? You also get a percentage of discount. On the basis of that, you then sell it further to the clients, customers. So for that, a correspondence is started, and that is why it is important to know how and in what way you need to write a letter. So let's discuss in detail the business letters that we have in our syllabus. So what exactly is a business letter? So it is a letter written in formal language used when writing from one business organization to another, or for correspondence between such organizations and their customers, clients, and other external parties. It's not just a one way. There is a lot of parties involved with one business firm. You deal with the other business firm, you deal with your customers. So whatever the ways, there is a way of correspondence, and for that, in a very formal way, the things are dealt with. So these letters are used for different purposes when we talk of business letter. So placing order, making inquiries, making credit requests, requesting claims and adjustments, to cancel order, make complaints. But you will say, ma'am, in this present century, we hardly use letters, but still letters have not lost their importance. They are still equally important when it comes to the correspondence in written form. Because the business, they keep a record, whether they write an email, but still you need to understand what should be written in the content of the letter when you are making inquiry, placing orders, or making complaints. So when we talk of business letter, so basically you have three types of letters that you need to understand. First is making inquiry, second, placing order, and third one is making complaints, right? So we will discuss that one by one. So making inquiry, when you inquire about the quotations, the catalogs. Now, जैसे आप hotels में जाते हो, वहाँ menu होता है. स्कूल्स में जाते हो तो वहां प्रोस्पेक्टस होता है, वैसे ही जो बिजनेस डील करते हैं उनका कैटलॉग होता है, ब्रोशर होता है। एंड उस कैटलॉग में क्या होता है, कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट्स, उनका मॉडल टाइप, उनका प्राइस कोटेशन रिटन होता है. सो यू आस्क फॉर द कैटलॉग. You place order on the basis of that inquiry. Sometimes when the order is overdue, when you're not happy with the business deal that is made, cancellation of order is also done. And last is complaints and adjustments. So these are the 3 and 4 types of letters that you will learn. So again, we need to understand the format, how to write a business letter. Again, this letter is of 5 marks in your syllabus. The way official letters carry marks, similar is the mark format 1, content 2, and expression 2. So format is again the same. You write the sender's address, then you write date, inside or the addressee's address, then you write the subject, then salutation. You can write salutation first and then the subject, and then the content, which again should be in 3 distinct paragraphs. The introductory para, the main body of the letter, and the concluding part. Then they give the complimentary clause there. Now, when you are dealing in business letter, so they're thanking you nahi chalta hai. It's a give and take, right? So that way you avoid writing thanking you in business letter. And yours faithfully, sincerely, or truly, then signature, your name, your designation, and last one is enclosures. And same, you have to follow the international block format. Format जो यहाँ पर PPT में display हो रहा है, आपको मैंने board पे भी draw करके बताया था, that is the international block format. So this format is to be followed. Don't mix the format. What people generally do is that you mix the format. So just quickly, I am again going to repeat that I repeated earlier as well. So first, when you write sender's address, it is in the top left hand corner, and you have to avoid any kind of punctuation mark while writing sender's address. Is it clear? At the end, you will not put any comma or full stop. Next is date. As already explained that you will write the month's name in full. Shortcuts are not accepted, and that too you will not write in the format like 7-2-, right, that way, or 7/2/, because it creates a confusion whether the name of the month is there, the digit shows the month name, or the date. That confusion comes. So it is always suggested that you write the format which is mentioned, that I've already explained, that you can write it this way: 4th July 2012 or July 4th 2012. So if I have to write today's date, what is today's date? 23rd. So if I write here the way you have written there on the board, that is the wrong format, right? Develop the habit of writing in a date that you have to write everywhere in the examination. So even if you are writing the date on the board, write in that way: 23 August, 2021. That is the appropriate format. Don't go for writing date in such manner, जो wrong है. आदत बन जाती है, गलती से एग्जामिनेशन में आंसर शीट में भी हम गलत लिख कर आ जाते हैं, तो फॉर्मेट में वहां से मार्क्स लूज हो जाते हैं. So that is to be taken care of. Next जो होता है inside address or the addressee's address. So you have to mention to whom it is being addressed. The manager, the sales manager, the director of the company. किसको address कर रहे हो? The wholesaler, the dealer. So an addressee is to be addressed there, and then you will write the address. Now, in business letters, whenever you are writing the address, it should be the official address, whether it is of senders or the receiver's address. Official address ही लिखना है, right? Practically देखा जाए तो जो business में deal करते हैं, they write their letter on the letterhead. So already the address is printed there at the center of the letter. So that way the official address is to be written. You will not write your personal address there. Then again, written on the left side, you have to leave spaces between, 2 spaces below when you are typing it in the computer. But when you're writing it for the answer sheet, you will leave 1 line for every distinct section. So once the sender's address and the date is done, leave 1 line. Receiver's address, leave 1 line. Is it clear? That is to be taken care of. And the way we write dear sir, okay, that is to be written there. And Messrs, इस बात का ध्यान रखना है, if you get that name of the company, Messrs is written there. Spelling is MESSRS. You can write this as M/S. In that case, we don't write the and the name of the addressee. And in the salutation part, we write dear sirs or dear madams. Plural is to be written. Messrs का मतलब होता है the company is owned by many partners. Commerce में you will come to know about this term. Messrs के साथ जो companies होती हैं वो किस तरह की company होती है. So there in that case, when you are addressing someone, you will not write the addressee there. Simply you will put the name. Suppose Messrs Gupta Garments and the city name you will write. And when you are doing the salutation part, there you will write dear sirs or dear madams. Plural को address करना. मगर बाकी सब में addressee भी आएगा और वहां पर singular लिखोगे dear sir or dear madam. Clear? When you write the subject, again, this has to be taken care of that the person to whom you are addressing is a busy person. So subject should be relevant to the topic and briefly written. And basically, salutation और body के बीच में subject आता है. You can always write subject before salutation as well. And body का जैसे मैंने आपको पहले भी समझाया है, the content part, it should have an introductory para, then the middle para and the concluding one. Complimentary close, polite way of saying that you are ending the letter, goodbye. So you will end by writing yours sincerely, yours truly, or yours faithfully. Then you will write the signature and enclosures, if any. Enclosures part I have already explained in the official letter. Same is here as well, right? But if you're not enclosing anything, you will skip this part. And when we talk of layout, block format layout is to be maintained. So block format की खासियत क्या है? Each line begins from the left margin. Even if you are doing a paragraph change, your new paragraph will start from left margin. Appropriate spaces are left between the different sections. क्योंकि जो indent format हम use करते हैं, जो आपका पुराना format था, जिससे आप salutation को right side पे shift किया करते थे, yours faithfully भी थोड़ा shift करके लिखा करते थे, और उनमें end में commas आते थे, punctuation mark आते थे. So don't mix those format. When you mix it, that becomes semi-block format. Go for purely one format, that is the indent block style format. Don't mix the indent and the block style. So here we see, अगर आप PPT को देख रहे होगे वीडियो को, you will find that the first one is the block format, जो मैंने आपको official letter में board पे draw करके बताया था. Every line will start from left margin. Even if you're writing dear sir, yours faithfully, you're giving a paragraph change, proper spaces are to be left and extreme left margin, so you will start your paragraph. Is it clear? When you write a letter, एक 7 C's formula है. वो क्या है? Simple है. That is completeness. When you write a letter, it should not lack its purpose. That means it should contain all the factual details, but following the word limit of 120 to 150 words. If you are elaborating your matter unnecessarily, that way you lose marks in the exam. You have to be brief, but you should take care that all the points are included in your letter. So when you are placing order, you are inquiring about order. If you are writing about that you are ordering in bulk, you have to prepare a list as well. The price, the item name, everything is to be included at the same time. About the transportation charges, payment to be made, how the payment is to be made, everything. That we will discuss in detail when we start with the examples. So conciseness, second C is conciseness, be to the point. Unnecessary repetition of lines should not be there. Many of you are in a habit of writing again and again. I request you to do this. I request you to do that. Avoid repetition of lines there. It's of no use. Whatever you want to write, briefly write it. You should be clear with your idea what you are going to write. Then consideration, right? Focus on you, not on I. आप ये नहीं कहोगे I want this. You are requested to complete the order as soon as possible. I want you to complete the order as soon as possible. Don't write that way. It would be appreciated if you complete the order timely. So that way you is to be done, or we can be written, avoid using I, right? Then concreteness, specific facts and figure. Sometimes what happens is, suppose you are giving an order, आप भूल जाते हो कि आपको एक order का limit भी बताना है. You just write, I want to order sports shoes, but you forget to mention the number. जो shoes होते हैं, अगर कितना shoes आपने order करने हैं, तो वो facts and figures जो required है उसको miss मत करिए, because you have to prepare a list. So there you need to mention it. Many students, they just write that we are giving you an order in bulk for sports goods, and they finish there. That way it's of no use writing that sentence there. So facts and figures are important. वो miss नहीं करना है. Clarity should be there. Don't go for writing ambiguous words जिसके साथ आपको पता ही नहीं आप कौन से शब्द यूज कर रहे हो. Clear, simple statements are to be written. Then courtesy, even if you are writing a complaint, go with simple language and polite words. Right? जो मैंने complaint letter में पहले भी बताया है, these are the same thing. And correctness, right level of language is required there. Let me take you to first example there. I'm reading out one question to you. You are Anand Kumar Bhosle, purchase manager of Apple Telesystem, 9th Street, Mahim, Mumbai. Write to Ganpati Stationery Mart, Churchgate, Mumbai, asking for rates and terms of supply of stationery items such as pencil, paper, ribbons, carbon paper, etc. So you are a retail owner. You deal in stationery items. And before placing order, you are asked to make an inquiry of the rates of stationery items. तो ये लेटर कौन सी कैटेगरी की है? Letter of inquiry. So you will write the sender's address, you will write the date there. The sales manager, suppose no addressee is mentioned there. So basically sales manager deal करते हैं. So the addressee is the sales manager here. और हमारे जो स्टेशनरी है होलसेलर का नाम है गणपति स्टेशनरी मार्ट, चर्च गेट, मुंबई. Subject, rates and terms of supply of stationery items. ठीक है? Inquiry for rates and terms, you can write that way also. So dear sir, we are a software company and we need the following items in bulk for office use. So आप परचेज मैनेजर हो एप्पल टेलीसिस्टम के, अगर आप रिटेलर हो तो आप लिख सकते हो that I am a retail owner dealing in stationery item and I want to inquire about the rates of the stationery item. In your question it is given that you are the purchase manager of Apple Telesystem. That means एक सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी है, उसे अपने कंपनी के काम के लिए स्टेशनरी आइटम्स की जरूरत है. So you first inform the person that you are a software company and you need some items. I request you to kindly quote your rates and terms of supply for following items. Even if you are just inquiring about the rates, what you have to do is you have to prepare a list कि आप कौन से items की rates inquire कर रहे हो. उस supplier को कैसे पता होगा आपको क्या item चाहिए, कौन से items की rate चाहिए? वो तो बहुत सारे stationery item में deal करता होगा. For that reason, you need to prepare a list. Is it clear? Don't write it in paragraph form. So you can write number 1, Apsara pencils. कौन सी HB चाहिए, कौन सी चाहिए, you can write. कितना चाहिए वो लिख दोगे। बॉन्ड पेपर ओरिएंट कंपनी 25 डजन रिम्स, कंप्यूटर पेपर 20 डजन रिम्स, जो बंडल्स आते हैं ना, हम प्रिंटर पेपर खरीदते हैं, उन सारों की कितनी आपको बंडल्स चाहिए, कितने रिम्स चाहिए। देन कार्बन रिबन्स है, कंप्यूटर कार्बन रिबन्स है, फोटोकॉपियर कार्बन रिबन्स है। मींस जो एक टेलीकॉम सिस्टम की कंपनी, जो सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी है, क्या क्या चीजें उनको चाहिए। और ये भी ध्यान रखोगे कि आप रेलेवेंट आइटम्स के नाम लिखते हो जिस कंपनी के बारे में आप सप्लाई ऑर्डर करना चाहते हो। सो रेलेवेंट आर्टिकल्स के नेम हो, बहुत ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, 4-5 लिख दो, दैट इज सफिशिएंट। लेकिन एक लिस्ट प्रिपेयर करनी है। Now once you're done with the list, you will talk about further dealings. You will be ordering in bulk, so it is important to discuss about the discount as well. जब आप होलसेलर से या कहीं से सामान खरीदते हो, आप डिस्काउंट भी मांगते हो। So you'll write, as we are ordering in bulk, we would expect discount on the bulk purchase. I shall be glad if you send me your catalog together with quotations for large quantities. So हमने ये भी बताया कि हम डिस्काउंट भी एक्सेप्ट करते हैं और अपना कैटलॉग हमें भेज दीजिए फॉर द लार्ज क्वांटिटीज। Please do mention the time required to effect delivery and the terms of payment. We expect a reply at the earliest possible along with the acceptable terms and conditions. Yours faithfully, A.K. Bhosle, Purchase Manager. So here आपने क्या क्या मांगा? कैटलॉग डिमांड किया, टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्काउंट डिस्कस किया, टर्म्स ऑफ पेमेंट कंडीशन। कई कंपनीज होती है एडवांस चेक लेती हैं, कई क्रेडिट पे भी देकर बाद में पेमेंट क्लियर होती है। सो एवरी टर्म एंड कंडीशंस आर टू बी मेड क्लियर विद व्हेन यू आर इंक्वायरिंग फॉर द ऑर्डर। इज इट क्लियर? दिस इज द वे यू विल राइट वन लेटर ऑफ इंक्वायरी। एनी डाउट्स? कुछ पूछना चाहते हो यहाँ पर? दिस इज वन एग्जाम्पल फॉर लेटर्स ऑफ इंक्वायरी। बिजनेस में जब इंक्वायर करते हैं, सो आप पहले अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस करते हो, or you can write with a very common line that I always suggest with reference to the above mentioned subject. I want to state that we are a company dealing in so and so and we want to place order. So before that, we want to inquire about the rates of the items that you provide. And then you will ask that kindly furnish details for the following items. You will prepare the list, then a paragraph change, and you will ask for the terms and condition, discount, catalog, etc. And request to send the information at the earliest. कोई thanking you यहाँ नहीं लिखना है, आपने फिर अपना complimentary close करना है, and you will end the letter here. बिजनेस लेटर में। नेक्स्ट एक एग्जांपल है ऑफ परचेज ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स आइटम। एक स्कूल ने अपने स्कूल के लिए स्पोर्ट्स गुड्स ऑर्डर करना है। सुन लीजिए, काम आएगा। सो दिस स्कूल इज ऑर्डरिंग सम स्पोर्ट्स गुड, तो उसके लिए अब परचेज ऑर्डर प्लेस करना है। इंक्वायरी, मान लो स्कूल ने इंक्वायरी ऑलरेडी कर ली थी, ऑर्डर प्लेस करने का टाइम आया है। सो स्कूल का नेम आएगा, मान लो ब्लॉसम पब्लिक स्कूल गाजियाबाद, डेट इज टू बी रिटन देयर। द सेल्स मैनेजर शर्मा एंड शर्मा ग्रुप, न्यू दिल्ली, जलंधर। हमारा जलंधर फेमस है स्पोर्ट्स गुड्स के लिए। परचेज ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स गुड, so you will clearly write that you are purchasing sports good, or you can write placement of the order for purchase for sports good. Is it clear? Dear sir, it is my pleasure to communicate to you that our school wishes to place an order for sports item in bulk with your company. These items will be used in activity room, gym, sports ground of the school starting from the academic session. List of the items along with their quantity is given below. Introduction हो गया, first para हो गया, now you will give the list. कि आपको क्या क्या चाहिए? Willow bats 25, wicket keeping pads 30, batting pads 45, मैच बॉल रेड, मैच बॉल व्हाइट, फुटबॉल, जितने भी तरह के स्पोर्ट्स गुड आपको रिक्वायर्ड है, यू विल प्रिपेयर द लिस्ट. Now once you have prepared the list, in the concluding paragraph you will write, kindly deliver the order on time by ensuring that all the items are taken from the fresh lot and checked properly. This is very important line. When you place an order, वहां आपको ये बात लिखनी है कि पैकेजिंग से पहले आपके गुड्स को प्रॉपर चेक कर लिया जाए. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है. अगर कोई इलेक्ट्रॉनिक आइटम है तो ये लिख सकते हो दैट ऑल द आइटम्स शुड बी चेक्ड एंड properly in working condition. Then payment of the entire purchase will be done digitally after the goods are received. That is up to you how you want to write about the payment. Yeah, payment will be done in cash once the goods are delivered. That way you can write. It would be great if you could share the time when all the items will be delivered at our address. You can also write a reminder here. So that as we are placing order in bulk, we expect a 20% discount as discussed earlier. You can also add one more line here that if the goods are damaged in transit, the expenses will be borne by you for the replacement. कि अगर ट्रांजिट में कोई सामान टूट फूट जाता है तो आप ही के खर्चे पर आपको रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा. These are some of the important lines that can be added while placing an order. Then looking forward to hearing from you, yours truly, name and designation. Is it clear? Two types of letters clear हो गई, एक letter of inquiry और एक letter of placing an order. So we'll stop here today. आज के लिए इतना ही काफी है. अपने next class में we will discuss about making complaints.